Hello everyone, it's Barry here. Welcome to my Virgin Kitchen. I hope you are well. So you guys loved the Gordon Ramsay Beef Wellington, my first MVK Tries video recipe. That was absolutely delicious, by the way, and you want more. So we are trying a Heston Blumenthal recipe. I gotta be honest, there's some crazy recipes by Heston out there. I might do a few more. But Heston and I have got history. Years ago on this very channel, I made his thrice cooked chip recipe, which to this day is still my ultimate, if I have time, method of making chips. It's delicious. Check how golden brown it is. All good, huh? Let's go for this. Oh, wow. But if you ever get the chance to try that recipe out, do it. So for this MVK Tries, it's Heston Blumenthal's bacon and egg ice cream, which even comes with brioche soldiers and a dollop of marmalade on top. It's a snow day here in England, and that has impacted something that I've ordered to make this a reality. However, we've already started making this recipe. Last night, I did the first step in this recipe, which is infusing bacon into milk and leaving it overnight. Hello, Barry from tomorrow morning. This is a bit weird because this is the night before and I don't even know if I'm doing this recipe. In the background is the rare Mrs. Barry tending to the slow cooker. The first step to the recipe is now. So it's important to infuse the flavours. I was like, oh yeah, I should just do that in the morning, it'd be all right. But no, I feel like I'm in a zoo. There's like kids wandering around and stuff. We're gonna get some bacon, we're gonna cook it, and then we're going to shove it in some milk. Oh, we just did a live stream as well, and it's snowing like crazy.
Tremendously deep. It is.
I don't actually know if this is going to be a video because the dry ice might not get delivered, even though I've ordered 2 different batches. They promised me it. So, bacon. Heston doesn't do things by half measures. This is expensive Kevin bacon. 450 grams of smoked bacon. I assume smoked because that's probably going to really drive the flavours in. Ooh, milky bacon. Milk. Now I also need 1 litre of full fat milk. I haven't had full fat milk in years. Used to get it from the milkman when I was younger and to get like a little skin on top. Oh, that is naughty. Nice. So basically we need 1 litre of the whole milk. Let's cook our bacon up. It's a red weather warning in the UK where I am, and it's not very often it does snow, so I'm making the most of this. I don't think my delivery's going to arrive tomorrow, but I guess we'll see. Now these are applewood smoked bacon rashers and they smell incredible. So 10 rashers, under the grill it goes. Get out of my grill, y'all. My bacon is done. It's smelling gorgeous. I've really nice and charred it. Gonna chop this up. I think the recipe skill level of this was something like ace. So this is what we're doing. We're playing tennis and cooking. My 15 love this. Made Mrs. Barry laugh. If only we weren't putting it in milk and we were putting it in juice.
Not as good.
Not as good?
Not as
Sorry.
good.
Just created a store, actually, a merch store with some t-shirts on, and one of them is going to be a Dad Jokes t-shirt. It's on Redbubble. I'll try and put a link up here or down below. You can actually get one of these on there. Actually, one of these, finally. So I've chopped it pretty roughly, but it gets passed through like a sieve anyway later on. 1 litre of whole fat milk. Sorry. I'm apologising to you, the cow that gave me that milk. And our audience. This video was filmed before a live studio audience. Just gonna dab it. I've used the word dab so many times in recent videos. I'm not doing it again. My nephew's taught me this new one where it's like that. I'm still trying to get it. Put your Kevin bacon in. And that is a weird sight. Yeah, you don't see that every day, do you? Cling film on top. Keep your cling film in the fridge. Or get a Rapmaster 3000. This is a gadget I'm going to review soon. I've had it for ages. I teased it on a previous gadget video, but I finally got the things that I needed. Put it in your fridge, and hopefully I'll see you in the morning. Here it is from the fridge. That has been in there about 15 hours. Doesn't really smell bacony, just smells of milk, but hopefully the flavour is driven into it. But I'm going to put that back in the fridge for the moment. That's just the first step of our ice cream base. Just on another note, thank you to everyone that supported my tweet about doing a collaboration with Threadbanger. I've been emailing them. It is 100% happening. I am going over there, and we're probably going to be shooting a couple of collaborations, not just the one. Thank you. So one thing about Heston Blumenthal recipe is the ingredients aren't really standard. So with it being this whole snow panic going on, everyone rushes into the supermarkets getting all the bread and stuff. No one took the brioche. So these brioche rolls are going to make our soldiers, which is what we call strips of bread in the UK when you dunk it in like a standard boiled egg, right? I don't know what you call that in other countries, but I'm so glad we've managed to get hold of that. But the cool thing is we can still make everything else other than the soldiers, because we don't want them going stale. And then when the dry ice arrives, if I've got to keep this mix overnight, we'll just do it tomorrow, if it arrives tomorrow. I mean, failing that, we could just get actual snow from the garden, but I really want to use the dry ice. One of the last steps in this recipe is cracking an actual egg with our ice cream mix into it, into the dried ice, and making ice cream into scrambled egg. That is why I'm willing to wait. I just realised the next step we need is milk powder with the bacon milk in the fridge. We put that over a pan to start the cream base again. Hopefully I don't get it wrong, because then I'll have to go into... custody? They're going out to play in the snow. All right, so down goes the saucepan. Oh, in goes our... Look at all the bacon sat at the bottom. That goes in with the milk. Oh, that smells proper bacony now. This is 30 grams of the milk powder. So we now place that over a medium heat and stir it through to bring it to a low simmer. Ugh. Oh, that just looks really weird and lumpy, like little icebergs. But we're just going to dissolve the powder through, stir it, and say bring it to a simmer. Chloe, do you think that dry ice is going to arrive today?
Yes.
You do?
Yeah.
Last time I used milk powder was when like the girls were kids. This is weird. It's like throwbacks. I feel I should get the old Tommy Tippy out. Now to just make sure of this, one of the next ingredients I need is not one, that's two, not one, two, 10, 24 egg yolks. It's clucking mental. All right, so look at these bubbles there. It's looking good. Looks kind of like a top of a Guinness. It smells of Weetabix.
Yeah.
What, breakfast cereal?
Yeah.
How does that smell of Weetabix?
I don't know.
I'm not going to remove this. I'm going to take it off the heat because of the simmer. We're just going to leave it there. All right, so I need 24 egg yolks. When I crack these open, the egg whites can be kept and made into one massive big meringue or pavlova or something. And it's right now that I'm wishing that I kept my egg cracking gadget that I gave away at Summer in the City. It's kind of like a UK version of VidCon. Instead, I'm going to use my fish. It worked pretty well last time. One. These eggs always let me down. That's only my second one. All right, it'll have to be 23 egg yolks. And I'm going to go old school, passing the yolk between the egg. Man, it's going to take a while. I'm just going to jump to 3 egg yolks. You know what? I hope this recipe turns out cracking. And I'm left with this crazy concoction. It's got a bit of yolk in it, but we'll get that out and some of the shell, and then we'll use it. So, larger bowl. In go those egg yolks. Should get the vlog camera out of the way, really, shouldn't I? In goes 120 grams of caster sugar. Is that right with you? Thanks. We now get a stick blender and whiz this up. I'm feeling proper Heston right now. Yeah. Heston Blumenthal had a TV series where he made massive food, like beyond giant, like a Christmas pudding that you could actually walk inside. I would love to do a video with him. Totally could have stopped that a while ago, but it was making a really cool... Alright, mate? Made a little fried egg in a pan. I'm just going to stir that through at first. Oh dear, probably should have got a bigger pan. Medium flame, and we heat this to 85°C. Oh, it's creeping up nicely. 85, ooh, and possibly more. Right, off you come. I've taken it off the heat. Once the temperature's been reached, remove the pan from the heat and pass the ice cream base, that is our base, all about the base, base, yeah, in the house, through a fine sieve into a clean container over iced water, pushing the custard through with the back of a ladle. And then it goes on to the cooking the crispy soldiers, which we're not going to do, well, until the dry ice arrives. All right, so let's do the sieve. Now, I specially made ice cubes last night for this, but I just realised it's snowing outside. I got ice anyway. A fishy and a dishy. And no yellow snow either. You got to be impressed by that. It's still pretty high, but we'll carry on. Sieve. Ugh, that's weird. Look, we kind of made like an omelette in the pan. So I might have overfilled it, but like it said, I'm going to use my ladle and try and help it through. Because I overfilled it, I'm going to scratch it with my spoon instead. There's not much leeway in here to plunge a ladle in. And I think a few specks of bacon might have spilled over, but I'm gonna leave that in there. Nice little clean spatula. Gonna give this a little stir through. And that is our ice cream base all done. I'm gonna leave it in this ice water for a moment. I can only assume this is like rapidly lowering the temperature, but that's really good and smooth. I'm loving it. And it smells bacony. I was just thinking that egg base later, we might transfer it to this, but that's if I've only got some leftovers, because we now need some more eggs. Now this is the Heston thing of this whole recipe. The ice cream will be served up with the dry ice. We're gonna put the ice cream into the eggs. We then crack it into a pan with dry ice and it'll make a scrambled egg effect. That's the plan, but we have to hollow it out. So Phoebe, in her Christmas cracker this year, got some knitting needles, but they're quite blunt at the end and fat. So what we're gonna do is start with a bamboo skewer, make a hole in the egg at either end. Then we'll use the knitting needle to make it a little bit bigger, if needed. If it all drains out with a bamboo skewer, that's fine. And then we're gonna plug the holes, top and bottom, with the pastry. But first we have to get the egg out and then sterilize it. So that is just a saucepan of water that I'm gonna bring up to a low, steady simmer to help sterilize the eggs. Mixing bowl. Punch a hole in the top and the bottom of the eggs and gently blow out the contents. Rinse the shells in cold water and place in boiling water. Pretty big egg. I had a gadget that had an egg punch in it, like a little pin. They're amazing. I gave that away as well. I'm gonna need a needle. Aha, these sweet corn holders have got really sharp points on them. Only problem is I only need, I don't want to like double point it. Oh, yes. We're in that one. Nothing's gonna come out, okay. Ah! Oh. It's kind of working. That's a really strange sensation. That egg feels really empty. But holy egg, I am happy with that. Right, I'm gonna do that to about 5 or 6 more. Right, I've now done that 6 times. I've got a massive omelette to make later.
Awesome.
How was the snow out there, right?
No, it was freezing.
So here are my 6 eggs. Have you ever felt a really light egg before? Have a feel. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Right, we're gonna wash them. And now we wash your hands as well, right? It's so weird, they feel more like table tennis balls. And that goes into the simmering water. Whoa! Yeah, that was hot. For 45 minutes. What I'm gonna do is actually press them down so that the eggs get filled a bit with water, so otherwise they probably won't sterilize properly. I'm putting a lid on it just so I can steam it through a little bit as well. All right, see you in about 45 minutes-ish. All right, so my eggs are nice and cooled after 45 minutes and I've given them a wash. It's time to fill them. In the meantime, I've checked about my dry ice. They still don't know if it's gonna come today. They said it's very unlikely, possibly tomorrow. I've mulled over making my own homemade dry ice. I've never done that before. I think it would be fine, but I don't wanna risk it. So the cool thing is we can get our filling into the eggs and I can keep it in the fridge for a few days. I've come up with a nice idea of how to store them as well. That sort of random egg holder that everyone has in the fridge. I never ever use this. I don't know why. So a little patch of ready roll pastry. There's a slightly bigger hole for the syringe. The smaller one, we're just gonna plug that gap. All right, we'll sit it in here. I don't have a crazy syringe. I've just got a Calpol kids medicine thing that I've used in some mini food videos. I'm gonna use that to go through the larger hole in the top of the egg. All right, so I might need to fill it a few times, but oh my gosh, it's going in. It's gonna take me a couple of these to fill the eggs up. Amazing. The pastry isn't really holding it that well at the bottom, so I put a little bit of tin foil. You can hear the tin foil just as well, just to support it. So a blob of pastry on top just to bung it. I won't need to put any foil on that for now. I'm gonna stick this one in the fridge and now I'll repeat that over and over and try not to make such a mess. Wow. All right, I've given that a bit of a tidy. It feels so heavy now. Sitting it in that one, in the fridge, and now I will see you later. That took 45 minutes to do that, and it's a very annoying task indeed, but well worth it. I've checked, and I can actually leave these in the fridge for up to a week, so that's good because my dry ice isn't coming today. I've been told 50-50 it could arrive tomorrow, so I might see it tomorrow, or I might see it in a few days, so there's no point making the brioche shoulders yet. We'll put these in the fridge, and I'll see you in a bit. Ladies and gents, it is day 3 of the ice cream experiment. I'm getting let down by dry ice supplies. It's fine to drive outside in the snow. In fact, I just have. Because I just went and bought a CO2 fire extinguisher. Because with one of those, we can make our very own homemade dry ice. I've never done it before. I've checked lots of blogs and you can actually do it, but we have to do that outside. But we'll do the homemade dry ice last and do our soldiers right now. I've got my brioche and my sugar. Now the dry ice that I ordered could still literally, both packages, they're on the way, but they might arrive in a couple of days' time when I'm in London at Barsham's filming, and they could actually arrive as a box of nothing. I love brioche. I want to do a homemade video on how to make it. I want to do like a bread series, like store-bought versus homemade. So I've just cut my brioche into soldiers. Let's see if it can be a bit neater with a bread knife. Oh yeah, there you go. That's Heston territory again. Hey? Oh, that's naughty. Any of this excess bread, by the way? This just arrived in the shops recently. Mrs. Barry found it. I'm like, it's awesome. It's the dry ice. So I went out this morning and bought a fire extinguisher. I'm still going to do that video, you know. I'm still going to do it. All right, pan down. This is butter. We're going to melt this up so it foams and bubbles. Whatever happens, this has been a heck of a journey, folks. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. I'm really enjoying getting stuck into these recipes. Got my soldiers and kitchen towel to one side. Tong, 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 tongs. Putting on a low heat, and these bubbles should start. There we go. There's those bubbles, baby. So let's stick in our 4 soldiers. And then we'll just turn them and cook them until they're browned, hopefully. Really want to put some cinnamon on these right now. We're going to be good. We're going to stay true. But this is naughty. There we go, look at that colour. All right. So just repeat that to all your sides and do the ends as well. Very, very naughty. And we're not done yet. Clean the pan. Back on a medium flame. It says to add enough sugar, oh my God, to cover the bottom of the pan. It's like a big iceberg, sorry about that. So we're just going to melt that up, because as if this wasn't naughty enough already, we're going to caramelize it. Remember, sugar gets very, very hot. The recipe says to have a silicone mat to one side once we caramelize it, because it'll be sticky and it will come off this easy. If you haven't got that, I guess kitchen towel will do, but it could stick. You guys are watching like hawks. You're pugs, not hawks, okay? Don't touch this or stir it. Like, move the pan if you need to. You can see it starting to caramelize around the edges. In fact, I think they used to use sugar as like a torture thing, like in the medieval times, right? Okay, folks, this is nice and melted now. Please be careful with this. All we want to do is coat them, the sides, I believe. Give it a little wishy-washy. Wishy-washy. Turn it over. Oh, yes. Oh, my gosh. I've turned it down to a low heat, by the way, just for a teeny bit more control. It's just like making it all shiny. Oh, yeah. I've really enjoyed doing this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already by clicking subscribe and the bell so you're reminded of all videos. Maybe we should get a campaign going where I actually do a video of Heston. I think that'd be amazing. I mean, you guys got the Threadbanger collaboration, so why not? The stage is set. When it comes to dry ice, I've handled it before. I'm happy with it, but use gloves if you don't feel comfortable with it. Got my marmalade, got the eggs that have firmed up overnight. The pastry's sealed like a dream, and our soldiers right here. We're gonna make the ice cream in this pan. Who wants eggs?
Me.
Excellent. There's no shell. Oh, that bacon smells intensified. Yes. Doesn't seem to be much in there. 400 grams of dried ice. So there's our dry ice pellets. Oh, oh my gosh. I feel like a witch. Wow. Right, we just stir it now. Stir it carefully. You do not want to get this on your hand. It's working. Yeah, baby. Right, I'm going to jump to serving it up to my lovely guests. There we go, folks. Look, it looks just like scrambled egg. What do you think?
It does look like scrambled
egg.
egg.
Yeah, it does.
Right, you peeps?
It looks yummy. Yeah, it looks really yummy.
So we take, oh my gosh, it's still rock hard though. You take some of that, put it on our soldiers. I'm not going for presentation here, it's been 3 days of my life. Then apparently to cut through the bitterness of the bacon ice cream, oh my gosh. We just put like blobs of marmalade on.
You know what, and that's gonna
sweeten it up, yeah.
Like Panton Bear likes marmalade.
He does, doesn't he?
Yes, marmalade sandwiches.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you want to try some, ice cream with the marmalade?
Oh my gosh.
My marmalade.
That is so weird.
Okay, I'm gonna
Yeah?
try that.
Hang on. Can't get any on the spoon.
Oh my god. That's amazing.
Oh wow.
You've got that crunch, but there's the softness of the brioche in the middle. You break through like the toffee and you get this really soft hit. And then like the eggy bacon thing is savoury and tangy, but then the marmalade just sweetens it up.
It's really good and yummy. Good.
That's amazing. It's all soft inside. And with the ice cream as well.
I'm in heaven.
You're in heaven. There we go, 3 days of making in the bag. That was so worth it. It tastes amazing.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely worth 3 days of making.
Don't forget to reach out on social media if you do try it. I'd love to see your attempts, and of course let Heston know because it's his recipe, and check out his website and all that stuff. But we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.